Yo, got another interesting one for you. 2009 Ford Focus. Lady was driving down the road and it stopped moving. It wouldn't park. So I got to replace a right side axle on this. I'm going to show you what happened. This axle popped out. More glorious Ford engineering. This bearing, the axle walked out of the bearing. I don't see a groove in this thing anywhere. I tried to pull it back as much as I could, so they don't have a retainer clip in this. I bought a new axle, and these manufacturers were smart enough to put a retainer clip in here so it doesn't walk out, because there's no... Most of these half shafts, they have a clip in here with a ring that holds it in. These don't have it because it's got this bearing that bolts onto the block, so it holds it all in. And yeah, there's no clip. So really retarded engineering. Really retarded. So these you just turn like a half-quarter turn. I got an 1.25 inch socket here. Now this is a pinch bolt on this lower ball joint I'm going to disconnect. Okay, it's a 15mm. Now for this old rusty pig, I'm not just going to try to turn this bolt because it's a T50 Torx on the back side and it's probably so rusted in that it'll strip out or break. So I'm just going to screw this in a little bit so I don't damage the threads. I might end up replacing this nut because I'm going to hammer on it. Try to knock this thing loose. I suppose I could have put some penetrant on there or something. Little punch action. Yeah, see? T50 Torx. You can get in there with like a pry bar or something and spread this groove out that's on the inside of here, because this is a pinch bolt. Sometimes that helps. But me, I have the Ford tool, an air hammer and a really long chisel. You work on Fords, this is almost a necessity. Stick a pry bar in this hole and just pull down on it and pull this thing out of the way. Extends this tie rod out as long as possible, so a lot of times that really helps on getting this shaft out of the way. There, like so. These are 13mm, 2 of them, and I should be able to just take this thing out. Of course, it would only be smart to assume that this seal got damaged on its way out. So I'll be replacing this too. Nice. I made this thing. It accidentally broke on me. It's just a cheap seal puller, and it accidentally broke, so I welded it at an angle, and it's actually super handy for pulling out seals. Only thing is, this broke too. I've had this for way too long. I want to make another one like that. That's a good angle for these seal pullers. Nobody makes one like that, as far as I know. Okay, now for installing the seal. I got this junk I like to use. I just put it on the, I just put a very little bit. It's non-hardening, fast drying, blah blah blah. Yeah, so since this is in my way right here, I can't get anything up behind there. Either you can make a pipe out of like PCV or something and cut it out. This is a ball joint tool I had to make, probably for Hondas. And luckily enough, I don't have to make a seal installer for this because this fits real nice, just like that. So I think I can get this thing in here without having to make anything. Yay! Well, I got a little bit of Ford luck on my side. Yeah, here's the fun. No ring, no retainer clip. This isn't Brenel or anything either. The bearing still turns. So the only reason why this came apart was bad engineering, as far as I can see. So thankfully that was fixed with this one. I always get new shafts too. I don't get remanufactured ones because I run into problems with them. It happens. So, yeah, I'm going to slam this in here. I kind of butched these threads a little bit. I had to grind it down and hit it with a tap. I got a new nut. Well, I used used nut. It's a lock nut, so it should be good. This new axle nut you want to torque to about 175 foot-pounds. Well, that's it. Now I just got to put the tire on and warm up the car and check the transmission fluid. I'm sure it's low. It must have dumped some out. Okay, bye.